Hello and welcome to another Rift Walker multiplayer experience. I've been fiddling around a bit with this setup. I basically started off with the idea of using 4 sectoids. So I didn't start with these. These are just kind of here. But you use 4 sectoids in the same way you'd use a bunch of smoke jumpers. They're a bunch of units and they can get stuff done, and even though they'll get killed in one shot, they can still shoot. That's good, and they still have to waste time trying to kill them. And then you basically have about 8,500 points just to spread out and make these 2 beefy units. Now what I've come to realize after some testing is you really want them to be about even in their matchup. You don't want one really big one and then one that supports. You want these guys supporting and then these guys pulling in the rest, going for the kills. I've tried a bunch just of every class. As long as it gets up to around 4,000 something points, it's usually a good thing. And so now I'm going to cut into a match. Okay, so the last match pretty much went horribly. My rocket missed, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. But moving on, basically what I did with this specific build where you have the heavy and the agent is I push up real quick, because on bar especially you can get a real good rocket off really quickly. Now sometimes I move the agent around the whole building, sometimes just move to the door. I thought I was probably going to go with the door this time. Keep everything compacted. Don't want him wandering off on his own. Now see, you can just get the heavy way up there. That spot right there, that allows you a rocket shot right into that cluster of cars. The SUVs over there and those cars. Anything in there, you could kill easily. And so now, it's the enemy's turn, and there's this long pause before you hear anything. Then a sectoid. That right away screams to me that he's got flying units. I don't believe he's got a chrysalid. Just, if he's got a chrysalid, you don't need to plan for that. Chrysalids are horrible. So, the flying units are a big pain for me, because they're ultimately, the rocket isn't that good against them. Sure, it does damage, but it doesn't do what the rocket does best, and that's completely destroy all cover and blow up vehicles. Flying units aren't affected by that because they're like never in cover. Cyber discs are what I was screaming in my head right now is, does he have a cyber disc? So he's got a cyber disc, I'm pretty much, it's just, you know, the rocket's not going to be able to do much. Especially if he's opened or something. You rather get a shot off before using an assured damage like a rocket. Now see, that sectoid from that edge can move all the way up there and scout. It's wonderful. No one will be on Overwatch at that range. Now, you might have seen there's a sectoid commander right down there, but I'm too busy focusing on getting the perfect rocket to even realize this. So I really wanted that drone because I didn't see that, so I assumed cyber disc. There must be a cyber disc up under in that alcove or whatever. Now, with the 4 sectoid build, it's okay to sacrifice one sectoid. You've got so many. but you don't want to sacrifice all of them. You want to keep them relatively safe, at least together. You want to make it so that you don't really give him an easy choice on what to do. So, like, you'll see I push everything up, then you might be like, well, isn't that sort of the same thing as just leaving them out high and dry? Not really. It's different. They, see, you know, that's when I realized there's another Sectoid commander. I was okay, it's not a cyber disk. I'll talk about the Sectoids again in a moment. But, basically, easily from counting up the points, you could tell that there's no way he could have a cyber disk. Sectoid commander, 2 of them. Kind of an okay build, but you don't really want to stack up Sectoid commanders without a unit to assist them. See, these had the 2 Sectoid commanders, and then this floater, that drone. I don't really know what he was going for. Okay, now on the Sectoids, you see, you can push up really, really hard, and the reason that this is okay is because it puts a lot of pressure on him. Even if he gets the kills off, he has to stay within my field of fire. Doing that, it's sort of like an okay trade-off to make sure that I can get that pressure on him. Now, I've said that I couldn't get that shot off onto the Sectoid commander, but I still got one of his units down, so not much to complain. Now, I move him up there because my next idea is to do something a little bit unorthodox, but I'm going to try it. So I get him, he's not up against the vehicle. So, to get the last thing is the double shot in this. It means I can get off. I see that it's on fire now. So now I'm going to go for suppression because that is what's awesome about some of the places that you can position him. And it's just, you can blow up cars. It's really assured if you got the angle right. Like right there, you have to put on that side. That puts your gun more likely to hit the car than to go out into the open beyond. And this is where things get annoying. I don't know what causes this bug, but it happens, and it seems to sort of coincide if you do things too quickly in succession. I don't really know what causes this, but this basically meant that the game was just going to idle here. Here I'm just fiddling with my buttons, pressing on my keys, seeing if anything will react. But no, it's the version of this error where you can't even chat to people. There's 2 versions of this error. And god damn it, Firaxis. I love Firaxis, but god damn them. Anyway, good day.